What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be talking about a quarterback warm-up you guys can do every time you work out. Let's get started. All right, guys, so before we get up into this warm-up routine, I want to talk to you guys about something that you quarterbacks can do, especially right now to get you ready for the season. That's improve your football IQ. Being able to read defenses, understand coverages is vital to the quarterback position, and for you to be successful, you got to know what the defense is going to do before they do it. Check out that link in the description where we break down 100-plus NFL defenses, and we break down 4 new defenses every single week. You get access to all that content when you sign up. Check out that link in the description. Let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about here is something that you guys can do for your shoulder, just to warm up nice and easy before you start throwing this rock, before we start working some mechanic drills that we're going to work for your hips, for your shoulders, and for your legs in a second. Okay, so the first thing you do, this is what I have my guys do before every time we throw the ball, is very simple. I just have them do 10 big arm swings forward, and then after they get 10, we go 10 big arm swings backwards. Okay, so we just do 10 and 10 of big arm swings, then big arm swings backwards, forward and backwards. Then what I have them do is I have them do short arm swings forward. It's nice and easy to get the shoulders and the arms warmed up. We do 10 going forward like this, then 10 going backwards here. Now, the next one I think is the more important exercise to warm up your rotator cuff, to make sure your shoulders warm before you throw. They call them flex tees. So you're going to be here, and we're just 90 and 90, right? So my arms, both of my arms are at 90, and all I'm going to be doing is just rotating down. And you see I'm not going like this. I'm not swinging both my arms down. I'm keeping my arms at 90, and I'm keeping my elbows and the shoulders level, and I'm just rotating my hands down. You guys should feel this in your rotator cuff and in your shoulders. You want to do 20 of those nice and slow. It's counterproductive to go like this, okay? Now, some people do them alternating, which that's fine as well, but just make sure you get in 20. I like going both at the same time, 20 on each side. Those are 3 great little exercises you can do to warm up your shoulder before you get into some mechanics drills and before you actually start throwing the ball. Let's get into some mechanic drills right now. All right, guys, so the first drill we're going to be doing is very simple. It's to work your hip and shoulder dissociation and just to get your hips loose, okay? So very, very simple. You want to go sets of 10 of this. I usually have my guys do about 3 sets of 10 just to warm up their hips, to get their hips loose. So all you're going to do is you're going to be here. Your front foot's going to be slightly open. You're going to be at a nice wide base, and you're going to focus on just taking your hips. Your front shoulder's going to remain closed. I don't need it like this, but just nice and relaxed. Like if we got a target right out in front of us, it's just on that target. So all you're doing is you're here, and watch my hips now. My hips are just going through. I'm here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what all you have to do to warm up those hips. Now, if you feel a little bit more advanced with this, if you've done this before, you can switch sides first and go 3 sets of 10 on each side. So you go here, you open up your right foot, and you're going this with your opposite hip. What that does is that gets your hips opening up both sides, because you guys know when I drive and make this throw with my back hip, it's not just about pivoting my back foot and get my back hip through. It's also about opening up my front hip so my belly button can get to my target, so my back hip can get to the middle of my body, so I have full rotational force and torque if I keep that front shoulder closed. Okay, so that's a great drill to start out. 3 sets of 10 going each way for your hips. All right, guys, so this next drill is going to be a great drill also for your hips, also to get your hips firing through this throw, so you could have good dissociation between your shoulders and your hips, and also get more torque on the ball. So all you're going to be doing is you're going to be here working this 5-yard space, and you're going to take a hitch. And so it's kind of like, it's kind of similar to that Dak Prescott dance that everybody loves to critique and everybody loves to talk about, but it's a little bit slower. It's not as violent as he does it, because we are just warming up here. So main thing I want to focus on is you're going to start behind this cone. You're going to hitch, hips, hitch, hips, hitch, hips. And if you want, if you're a little bit more advanced, you could do this for a little bit longer than 5 yards. You could do this for about 10 yards. That's actually what I recommend when you go off of a hitch. Now, the most important thing here is when you hitch, you're going both feet at the same time. And when you hit this back leg, you're pushing, and then you're getting your hips through. You're not going like this. You're not going here. You're not hitching and then just pivoting and letting your back foot hang behind you. You're pushing off this inside arch. You're trying to squeeze those knees together, and you're getting your hips through, and the pivot or the drag with the back foot comes after you drive those hips separately, okay? What that's working on is just your hip drive, dissociation, and separating your upper half between your lower half. I have my guys do about 4 sets of 10 yards. All right, guys, so now this next drill that we're going to be doing is for the same thing it's working, but we're working the full motion of it now. So it's very similar to what we were doing in terms of that QB walk, that like Dak Prescott dance that you guys all like to talk about. It's about keeping your shoulders back, and you're letting your hips come through, and it swings your whole upper half through, okay? So what that's working on is your full throw. Now, when you're here and you throw, a lot of quarterbacks like to swing that front arm around, and when you swing your front arm, that shoots this arm outside your frame. right? So the thing on this straight jacket, that's what they call this, you want your elbows to stay tight, your hands stay crossed. Now, when you get your hips going through, you don't go like this to swing everything through with your shoulders. You let your hip drive that we were just working in those 2 previous drills to bring your shoulders through, and that's the nice coil of the throw. It's like you're here, you're getting your hips through, your shoulders go back, and then everything slings through, okay? So I'm gonna show you how this thing's gonna look. So we're just gonna go every step, nice wide base starting behind the cone. All you're gonna do is get your hips going through, your shoulders gonna stay quiet and stay closed. Here, reset. Here, reset. Here, and just all the way through 5. So I recommend doing this one for about 5. It's a little tricky to get down. If you wanna just do it stationary and not move off of it, that's what I recommend doing first. But the main thing is that your shoulders don't swing open, because if you do that, that means when you throw, you have the tendency to use your shoulders for power and not your hips and your legs. It's completely isolating your hips and legs on the throw to make sure that you're not throwing with your shoulders, you're not swinging that arm down or around to get power, okay? I recommend doing about 4 sets of 5-yard space of that. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. Please leave in the comments if you want access to more QB warm-up drills, mechanics drills, if you feel like you need more work on your mechanics. Leave a comment and ask me how you can get access to more advanced quarterback hip mechanic drills. And guys, check out that link in the description if you want to get better at reading coverages. I'll see you guys next time.